we're not going to give you a prediction of where cryptos are heading, but I'd like to share, okay, what are others saying? What are some of the advocates are saying, and what are some of the critics of cryptocurrency saying? And we always say that, the markets are efficient. For every one, the price today for every buyer of an asset class, even equities, for every buyer, there's always a seller. So there's always, different sides of the picture that basically the buyers and sellers come together to agree on this price that we call it the efficient price today. Okay, so advocates say that, well, crypto is superior because it's not controlled or dependent, on a single authority. You do not have to worry about governments, affecting the monetary system and controlling and printing more money. But however, on the other hand, although it's decentralized, you can't have a single authority control it, but it can still be banned. Activities, in terms of acceptance, the governments can say that no companies can accept crypto as a form of payment. So that can be one way, as you can see in China, where they clamp down on mining activities and transactions. There's, in a way, lack of regulations as well. So today, why you are confident that you can spend your dollar or you can, do a bank transfer is because MAS, for example, is a regulatory body that oversees all these and makes sure that either investors or retailers, their interests are being protected. And on the other hand, there has been a few also instances where platforms can be hacked, or some people who might have lost their cryptocurrencies. Okay, but on the other hand, the other area that is actually quite exciting is this. You might have heard DeFi, decentralized finance, because like I shared, the utility of cryptocurrencies is not just on the currency itself. It's not just money by itself, but actually there are other applications. You can use it to transact insurance. You can do smart contracts. Building onto the cryptocurrency framework. So there's a lot of new things that are happening. In a way, it makes things exciting, but uncertain at the same time. Okay, but on the other hand, there's also concerns about illegal use of cryptocurrencies. There's also concerns on cryptos like Bitcoin on the environment, because as you know, to be able to mine a Bitcoin, you have to use computers and you have to use a lot of energy to solve all these algorithms. So there has been environmental concerns, and that has resulted some of the pullback as well. Okay, so advocates say that, well, you can see there's actually more and more widespread acceptance, and this is the main key that I was mentioning. For cryptos to take off, it basically relies on widespread acceptance. So it fulfills all 5 of the criteria today, but the last one is the one that is very, very important, and it needs acceptance. But on the other hand, there are 4,000 to 5,000 different cryptocurrencies today. You also have to figure out which particular cryptocurrencies will be accepted in the future. Okay, advocates say there's limited supply, store value is inflation hedge, governments cannot keep printing, which is true. But then again, cryptos, there's actually no intrinsic value. There's no real fundamental way of valuing it like how you would value a company. So companies, you buy a stock, you invest your money, and it's based on a certain earnings, it's based on a certain asset value. Today, the reason why you would buy a Bitcoin, for example, is basically hoping that somebody else is willing to buy it off you at a higher or the same price. Yeah. So these are some of the things that, what is happening today in terms of the advocates and the critics.